Okay, so just start, have it to hand somewhere you can pick it up. Okay, bring your toes in line with your knees, tuck under with your tailbone, and just circle those shoulders back. So big circles. Good, and just circle the head around. Opposite direction, big circle. And again, so we're dropping the shoulders through the centre of the back, trying to release that tension. Good, just hold centre and drop the shoulders forward and back. And again, so allow the back to round. Breath in and feel the rib cage open as you squeeze those shoulders back. 2 more. Last one. Arms come up and just twist and twist. So just a little bit of rotation from the shoulders. Just do 2 more. Hold it centre and just a lateral to the left and the right. Keeping those elbows in line with the shoulders. Arms come wide, now big around and open and lift. So stretching at the top. Last one. Arms come all the way down, chin to chest. I want you to roll all the way, reaching for those toes. Take a deep breath, exhale and slowly unfold. Keep coming up. Do it again, roll down. Feel that stretch through the backs of the legs and slowly unfold. Shoulders come back, arms come up. I want you to pedal the feet at the same time as you are stretching through the waist. Good, all the way. Good, arms come down. Slowly squat. Arms come up, rise on your toes. Yeah, so slowly squat. Come up on your toes, squeeze the ankles and the knees together. And again. Good, rise up. So when you're rising up and you are lifting those arms over the head, think about extending slightly behind and feel that rib cage lift and open out. And lift. Did anybody do this in their pajamas this morning? Are you dressed, Elaine? Lift your right knee and lift. Another 4. Just step out wide, round the back, lift up. And again, round the back. 2 more. Starting to make these moves bigger. Concentrate on that breath. Arms stay wide, palms up. Little bend. Little bend. Now make sure your toes are turned out. So your knees go directly over the toe. Now I'm going to slide my legs even wider. So whilst I'm lunging, going a little bit wider. Keep the chest lifted. Good. 4 more. So just loading those legs. Come centre, give me a plie squat and lift. Nice and slow. Control the move. Pushing those knees back. Back to your lunge and bring your left arm over. Centre. And again. So I'm coming a little bit lower into this lunge. Last one. Come center, other side. Make sure that toe is turned out and open. Last one. Come center. Bring your elbows all the way down onto your thighs and just push those knees open. And I just want you to rock from left to right. Don't rush it. Obviously, the further you go, that stretch increases. You're loading that leading leg. You need to drop low. Just make this move as big as your body will allow. Shifting your hips out behind. Some of you Zoomers, you've disappeared. That's fine though. Go on, keep going. Hold it center. Now you can either stay as you are or bring your feet in slightly. Push your elbows onto the inside of your knees. So I've taken my arms off the thighs and I'm pressing the elbows to push those knees out wide. And I want you to hold that stretch there and breathe into it. Stay there, guys. Morning, Sarah. Good. Okay, release your arms and take your hands to the floor. Take a breath and slowly drive those hips up to the ceiling and just allow those shoulders to drop heavy there. Feeling that stretch through the backs of the legs. Take the right hand to the left ankle and stretch that arm open. Push your palm across the shoulder, over the center of the back. Other side. Center, knee soft and slowly unfold. Bringing those shoulders up heavy. Roll in and just shake those legs out. Okay, here we go. Now what I'm doing with the band, as I say, if you don't have it, if you still haven't ordered it, perhaps a light dumbbell will be sufficient, but I'm using the end of the band. So those of you, I know some of you tend to have shorter bands, but we need as much movement here as possible. So I'm standing on the band with my left foot. The band is in my right hand. Okay, so balance. And I just want you to pick that right knee up. Still mimic the upper body even if you don't have the band here. Okay, because it's going to work on balance. There. If you're using a dumbbell, just bring the dumbbell to the shoulder as opposed to all the way down. Just to the shoulder. That's it, good. So working on that core balance. You can feel that left ankle really working hard to stabilize. Good. Standing tall, pulling those abs back through. Last one there. Now let's go to abduction, arm and leg. So again, if you haven't got a band, you can just do the balance work. Really feel that, and the more I take the resistance up with the band, I can feel I'm being challenged through my center to hold the position. Good. Come on, squeeze it out there. Concentrating this move. Probably that left leg now, really starting to feel it, that standing leg. Good, last one. So now we're going to go to a glute squeeze behind, front raise. Good, so push out behind. And the reason we're doing this slowly, because we are really trying to challenge the core, and that means finding balance. And if you're not using that band, remember, get a really good extension of the arm. So you could probably lift your arm a lot higher if you're not using a band. And think about lengthening the arm away, lengthening the leg away. Good. Just 2 more there. Last one, and hold it. Hold. Pull back through. That supporting knee is soft. 4, 3, 2, bring it down and pedal through. Good, that leg you were just standing on, just circle the ankle in one direction. Then in the opposite direction. Good, and let's change sides. So stepping on the band, or with your dumbbell. Remember, first of all, we've got that knee. So, obviously I can see myself in the phone that's recording on the Facebook group. So I'm really trying to focus that I'm not leaning over, which I was, I'm leaning over that way. So I'm really trying to find that center line. Come on, press. Find the resistance that's right for you. Just got to create a little bit of an off balance. Looking good. So Elaine, you could probably give yourself a little bit more band so that your arm comes straight up. That's it, good. Lovely. Morning everyone. Good group on this morning. We got 20 up there and 8 down here. So everybody's with it, good. Okay, let's go to that abduction. Find your center. Good. Abduct. Sarah, we didn't speak, did we, about abs and stuff after baby? I'll give you a shout after class. Good. Come on, really drive that leg out. Use the side of the leg, your hip, your abductors. Obviously, if you're using the band, that arm is working also to lift that arm into that lateral raise. Try not to rush this. It's all about the control. Stay lifted. Are we ready for that glute squeeze behind, front raise? So come back. I'm just going to come forward a bit because I'm kicking the cabinet. There, sorry if I've cut my head off there, Zoomers. Good, squeeze with the glutes. So now my lower back is coming into place slightly on that lean. Good. Just 2 more to hold. Hold it there, hold it. And find your balance. Squeeze that leg. Can you go a little bit higher? 4, 3, 2, and pedal the feet. Well done. Okay, I'm coming back. Just pedal those feet. Good. Okay, I'm going to squeeze forward. Now I want you to open the shoulder blades here. Now I'm going to slow it down and drop. Now you might find you need to put this band under the armpit so it doesn't slip up. There, sit right back into the heels. Good. Sit back, drive the arms forward. Last 4, 3, deep as you can, where your body will allow you to go. Stay up, arms come out, up and down. Now, I want you to imagine your shoulder blades, and again, even without the band, you will feel this work coming through your shoulders. So if you see, I'm up and down there. Keep those arms really straight. Breathe through. Coming forward, arms are straight. Oh, are you using weights there, Helen? Last set, I want rotation. Have we got that? Probably even without Helen, you can feel that, right? Yeah. Good. Up, whoop, and down all the way. And just circle the head. You've got one more set. Other direction. Okay. Couple more. Okay, final set. So we start with the squat. Then we're going to start to work our way down to the mat. Here we go. So sometimes the work that we're doing on the mat, we can always mimic in a standing position. So this is where the band is going to come in really handy. I will still use the activation bands, the loops, so don't worry about that. Just try to switch things up a little bit. Come on, nice and low. Now slow it down, have a look at my heels. And lift. And again, heels, lift. Now that is not going to be for everyone. Plus I'm using the band, makes it more challenging. Tiptoe squats. And if you've got funny knees, you are not going to be going this low. So I'm really having to use my core here, balance, balance. Try and stabilise through the knees. So I noticed recording the other day myself, I was wobbling all over the place with my knees, so I'm really thinking about stabilisation there. 2 more. Last one. You guys come up, you guys come up. Okay, everybody, hold it there. Last set. Elbows bent. Now, so drop your shoulders through the centre of the back. Good. Hold it there. Up and down. Circle. Opposite direction. 8, 7, come on, you can do this. Breathe it out. 4, 3, 2, get rid of those nasty things. Okay. Flick your fingers away. It's gonna feel nice now, just dropping those shoulders forward. Interlock the fingers in front. Let the shoulders drop heavy and slowly roll. All the way to the toes. If you can, take the hands behind the back, interlock the fingers and pull those arms all the way over the top. If you need to bend your knees, bend them there. If that's more comfortable for you, remember you need to be listening to your body. Come all the way down and onto your knees and onto your hands. Okay, I want you to open out through that right arm with a big stretch and feel that chest open. Now it's more the shoulder that we want to be stretching. I'm going to come under and rest the elbow into the mat there, and just allow the body weight to rest through that shoulder and hold that stretch there. Lovely. Good, let's just bring you guys down a bit. There we go. Good. And just releasing. And then let's try the other side. So open out, stretch first, and slowly come under. So I want to give the shoulders a little bit of a rest. Good, so with that in mind, let's flip over to our bottoms. Have a quick drink if you need. Oh, right, here we go. On your bums. Okay, let's just allow those arms to relax for now. Slowly roll down to make sure I don't knock myself out. Arms go over, big stretch. Exhale, lift. Push the lower back down. And come back up into a seated position. Good. Roll. Find that curl. Come all the way over. Exhale and lift. Pull those abs in. Come up. And round. See how I'm rounding off the shoulders at the end there? As if I'm hugging a ball. Then allow those arms to relax and float down. The weight of the arms fall into the mat. And up. Now sit tall. Take hold of the lower arms and a spinal twist. Last 4, really pulling those shoulders around. Sitting on my seating bones there. Now arms, I'm going to add a little twist. Now I'm still seated up on my bones, not in a half roll back, just a twist with a bit of a crunch there. So try not to lean back at the minute, I want you to sit tall. Last 4. Well done, roll down. Slowly roll, let the arms drop heavy by your side. Arms go over. Now stay there, I just want you to pull your right knee in. And then slowly slide or take it away. Left leg slowly in. It's just a bit of a stretch through your glutes. And away. And again, in. And away. Really dragging, pulling that knee in tight. Now as you start to think about this move a little bit more and less about the stretch element, let's think about bracing the abs as you're lifting the weight of the leg to put it in. Don't let the back lift. So imagine somebody's going to throw something really heavy on your tummy. Exhale and lift. Now if you want to, you can add a crunch. Don't let the back lift. Yeah, so let's really focus now on your core as you pull in. And again, exhale. Good, so all that control coming from the middle. And again. And away. Good, 2 more. And away. Last one. And away. Well done. Arms go over the top. Let's have a roll up again. So roll. Push the lower back down. Lift tall. Want you to stretch there. And again. Roll down. Now if you want to make this more challenging, reach those arms to the ceiling as you come up. There, and keep them there. Focus on one spot. So if you've got a light up there, something, you can just focus on one spot. Keep your fingers pointing to to wherever that dot is on the ceiling. Third level, fingers to temples, elbows wide, and you're fixed there. Okay, sit tall. Everybody fingers to temples and twist center. So remember, I'm in a seated position here. Come really push around, lift out of your waist. If you're lifting and on your seating bones, if you need to, let the knees drop out wide. If you're not comfortable through your hip flexors, just allow the knees to soften. Okay, I'm going to start to take this slowly back, but only a little way. So curl the spine, roll back and hold, and now try the same. It's a little bit more challenging. Allowing the back to round. Come on, push those shoulders away. If you need to come back into seated, then you come back up. You're still working your waist. Last 4. Roll down all the way, wherever you choose those arms to be. Coming up. Sit tall. And hold that half roll back. So the last section to this, we're going to increase the range, take the hands away and float. And float. Now don't forget with this one, you could grab the opposite thigh, and you can slow this down. I'm using the music, but if you want to slow this down, please do. I have just spotted red wine on my carpet, and it was not me. There's trouble at meal today, that's for sure. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, real big twist. Even if you're not using the opposite hand, sometimes if you do guide yourself back, you can push around just that little bit further. Good, nice. Just a couple more. And last one, come all the way back, guys, stretch. Now, in that stretched out position, I want you to point your toes, point your fingers away, and hit your hips from left to right. Now, as you hit your hip, for instance, as my left hip goes down, I push my left arm away to increase the stretch through the waist. So I'm kind of squirming, does that make sense? Left to right. So allow that pelvic motion. Left to right, and a big stretch with the upper body as well. You can either over exaggerate it by bending the opposite knee and pulling it in. That might help you with the move a little bit more. And well done, bring the knees in one at a time. This will take us nicely into our knee rolls because it will be a little bit of lower back release after doing those half roll backs. So take your arms wide there, heels close to the bottom, and they're coming over the chest. And I'll start to offer progressions as we go along. So I'm going to slowly drop across, keeping the opposite shoulder connected to the floor. Don't go all the way, just a few inches off the floor, and then start to bring those knees back to the center. Keep the knees over the chest. And then just work your way to the opposite side. Now, the problem here is, if we don't have as much mobility through our lower spine, or even middle spine to lower spine, the shoulder will start to come off to compensate and allow the knees to roll that bit further. I don't want that to happen. So I want you to keep your shoulder girdle connected to the floor and just concentrate on taking the knees as far as you can. But I want you to hold it for about 3 or 4 seconds. So you're almost allowing for a little bit of stretch. Then take a breath. Exhale and move it across to the opposite side. Now you shouldn't be feeling any lower back pain at all with this. And if you are, then what I want you to do, I know some of you already do this, is do your knee rolls with your tiptoes on the floor. Remember to hold. And when you're holding that 3 or 4 seconds, or however long you feel you need to, because there's no right or wrong there, I just want you to allow for that move to progress. But whilst you're holding it, don't hold your breath. Still breath in, and as you exhale, just reconnect with your center by drawing your belly button through to the base of the spine. Just keep going there. Feeling that lower back releasing. Don't let your shoulders shift up around your ears either. So keep the shoulder blades down. So there's a lot to think about. How's everyone doing up here? We all good? Looking good, my Zoomers? The ones I can see knees and feet at the minute. Okay, and come back to the center, well done. Okay, so from there, I want you to just flip onto your side. Onto your side and bring your elbow underneath you. Now I want you to drive both legs away, lock them out through the front of the leg. So they're not relaxed. You're not in a relaxed kind of side position here, side series. You are straight, strong and locked out through both those legs. Okay, so just lift that top leg. And just hold that top leg at hip height. Create as much distance between your hip bone and your rib cage. And I want you to bring the underneath leg up. Now you won't necessarily meet the top leg. So you can just add a little bit of a squeeze together, clip the heels or clip the toes together. Now don't let your top hip roll back. I want you to keep both hips, or hips forward, sorry, and stacked. Yeah? So it's really feeling that inner thigh connect. You should feel your waist starting to work, especially if you're up on your elbow. Some of you might need to come down, and that's fine. Again, you've got to listen to your body. You're still going to get your work through the adductor here, your inner thigh, but not so much through your waist. So just go with what feels right, but challenging. Good. More. Hold it. Now tiny, click together. So we've just changed the tempo. It's going to work different muscle fibers. So as fast as you can, clipping those legs together. Hold it. Now scissor. Don't roll back, guys. Don't roll back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come down. Pull those knees all the way. Come all the way down for a second there. Take that top leg over. Just let those legs relax just for a few seconds. Good. Okay, so come onto your tummy. I'm just going to flip myself around because I'm on the wrong direction there. Come onto your tummy. Remember which leg you've just worked, of course. Let me show you. I'm going to come up from press up position. Okay, so you can come up onto your knees. But then, this is the bit I'd like you to do is shift back. You see how my hips and my knees are in line? My knees are off the floor. Then I drop into plank, drop back down. Now you could be on your knees when you do the full press up and down. So again, listen to your body. So take those arms wide to the side of your chest. Come up. If you're on your knees now, lift them and shift back. We got that? All the way back. So your arms, actually, hands don't move. You've got to really push your bottom back there. That's it, good. Then come forward. If you need to, pop your knees to the floor and drop. We got that, okay. So breath in. Exhale, lift. Stay on your knees if you need there. Then pick your knees up and just sit back in your heels so your hips are coming over your knees. Sit back, go on, push back, push back, push back. And slowly forward. And slowly down. Take a breath. Exhale, lift up. When you're ready, shift back. So the weight comes away from your wrists and into the fronts of your legs. You're on the balls of those feet. And slowly come back. And slowly drop down. You're doing so well. Take a breath. Here's the big one. Coming up. One strong. Push back, hold. Now bounce. Bounce those knees. Keep going. Keep going. Hold it. Shift all the way up with those hips into your downward dog. Press those heels into the floor. And slowly come back down. Sit back on your heels. Stretch those arms. Breathe it out. Coming up to your knees, interlock your fingers, just release through your wrists there. Okay, we've got to do the other leg. So lying down. I have absolutely no idea what the time is. Hang on, let me have a look. I can't see on there either. What's the time? What, Karen? 10:30. 10:03. Okay. Oh. I don't know what you're saying. Someone's going to say up here now, what's the time? Go on to the other side, everyone. Let me unmute you. That would be unmute Karen. Go on then. 10:14. Thanks. God, is that the time already? Thank you. I'm doing my usual, trying to get out of a little bit of work. There we go. Here we go. Lock out, everybody. Lift. Okay, that top leg stays at hip height. Here we go. Squeeze. So hips are stacked. Pull back with those abs. I feel like getting carried away for an hour today. I won't, I promise. But I do want to do a good stretch at the end. Come on, keep squeezing. Inner thigh working really hard there. Lock out both legs, they're strong. Create that distance. Try not to collapse through the shoulder. 7, 6. Two more. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, keep going, keep going. Oh, you should really be feeling that through that inner thigh. Lift a bit higher, come on, a bit higher. Keep them high, squeeze them together and scissor. Eight, seven, come on, lift them. 4, 3, 2, and bring them forward. Come down. Take that top leg over if you need to. Okay, last set. Come wide. Hands underneath the chest, just wide of the chest there. Coming up. Strong hold. Let's add some climbers. Driving the knees under, so core. Really focus and engage there. 2 more. Keep the feet together, shift back into the heels. Hold. And bounce. Slowly come forward, slowly drop down. Take a breath. Exhale, second set. Come up. Climb when you're ready. And shift back. Oh, hold it there. And lift and lower, lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come slowly down. This is your last set. Exhale, come up. Climb. Shift back. Knees in line with those hips. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come back down to the knees. First of all, sit back. Lovely work, good. Just come all the way forward onto your tummies. Take those arms a bit wider, out to the side, take a breath in. Either keep your elbows down and push through the palms to come up with the chest, or come all the way. Press the hip bones down, drop your shoulders through the center of the back. Feel that extension. Come through the front of the spine. Drop the chin to the chest. Take a deep breath in and look all the way up. Release, soften those elbows as you come down. Bring your left hand underneath your forehead and take your right hand to the leg and pull your foot close to the bottom, holding that stretch. So I want you to tuck under with your tailbone. So if you just relax into this stretch and just concentrate on the pull, then you will not feel the stretch as much as if you're tucking under. So pushing your pubic bone down into the floor. Breathe into that stretch there. And then just changing legs. Remember, 3 to 5 breaths. Back under, push into the mat. And release. Bring the hands underneath you. Come all the way into your downward dog. Press through to the heels and just pedal those feet there. Keep pedaling through. Well done. Good, just hold your right foot to the floor. Extend that left leg, up it goes. Push off the heel of your hands. You might find you need to walk the heel of the hands in slightly closer to get a real good lengthening. And it's coming from your left shoulder all the way up the left side through to the left hip. So allow the hip to open out, drop the heel to the bottom. Now however you bring that left foot down, you might need to stagger it, but you're going to slowly bring it in front and step forward. There, and just hold that stretch as you are. Bring both hands onto the inside. I'm going to take my left hand and reach all the way up. Opening out the chest. Allow that head to feel relaxed through the neck, so make sure you're not straining the neck. I'm just going to pop the back knee down and take that left hand, turn so the back of the hand comes to the small of the back, and then push your elbow forward. So you'll feel the stretch through that left shoulder. Bring both hands on the inside and just try and breathe into this stretch. If you can, come lower, come lower. Bringing your hands back to the mat, just take that front leg. I'm going to shift my weight back and come into a hamstring stretch there. So flexing the foot. Breathe into the stretch, and I'm trying to push my chest forwards, lengthen the spine forward into that stretch. Then pull that left leg, bend the knee, take it in front of you and shift your right leg out behind. So you're sitting on that left buttock and then come forward. Breathing into that stretch, remember. Just allowing that body weight to fall onto the side, that left buttock opening out. Bringing the hands underneath you. If you can, step back into full plank, shift back into your downward dog. Pedal the feet. When you feel ready, extend the right leg up, open out the hip, push away from the heel of the hands. So you're pushing the crown of the head away from the mat. So that lengthening is going to come all the way down that right side. Allow that hip to open out. Deep breath in as you exhale, bring the heel to the bottom. When you're ready, step forward with that right leg. So the knee is in line with that ankle and hold. Left hand stays down, right arm, open out the stretch. And reach away, press that arm over the center. Bring the hands back to the center if you can, pop the knee back down and come a little bit lower. a deep breath in. Exhale and push back, flexing that front foot. Push your bottom out behind. Take a breath in, lift the chest. And exhale. Pushing that chest forward, pulling those toes towards you. In your own time, just bringing that right foot in front, sitting your weight through there and just holding the stretch. Hold it there, everyone. Lifting up, bringing your hands underneath you, your knees underneath your hips, and round the spine into that cat stretch, gently rocking that weight forwards and backwards. Just sit all the way back on those heels and take the hands behind the back of the neck and just pull the chin to the chest. Any tension through the top of the back, through the neck, through the shoulders. I want to push those shoulders down and still gently pull on the back of that head. And release. Hands come underneath you and just shift your weight back through to the toes there. And just rock gently backwards and forwards. Slowly come all the way to the mat and slowly unfold. So you guys are going to be on your feet. I'm staying on my knees. Roll all the way up. You're standing, guys. I just didn't want to cut my head off. Roll the shoulders. Take one arm all the way up, big stretch. Other arm all the way up, big stretch. Swing those arms down and up. And give yourselves a clap. Well done.